Hey, Pop.
Yeah, what's up?
Why do you always say blacks and Hispanics are the same people?
Because they are.
What do you mean by that, though?
Well, blacks and Hispanics in the Bible would be called the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. The blacks being the Southern Kingdom, Hispanics being the Northern Kingdom.
How does that make them the same people, though?
All right, so let me give you a little history. When we were in our homeland, in the Middle East, in Jerusalem, we were in the Southern Kingdom. We were in Jerusalem. They were in Samaria. And there was a time after Solomon was king, our nation got split into two. Some after Rehoboam, some after Jeroboam. And that split happened, they went into captivity under the Assyrians. Read this.
The Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he said by all his servants, the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cutha, and Ava, and Hamath, and Sepharvaim, and placed them in cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
So now, they get kicked out the land. The king of Assyria come and put heathens in the land. So these heathens come and live in the land. I'm going to fast forward you. They go into the land, they get ate up by lions. After they get ate up by lions, they like, we got to find somebody to teach us how to live in the land. So they go get a Levitical priest. They come back. The Levitical priests teach those heathens how to live in the land. So over a time period, those people start to believe that they are the Jews in the land of Samaria. All right?
Okay.
Let me show you this. Read this.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Into the land of Assyria.
Okay. He took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So they said amongst themselves, man, we don't want to be here. And we're not going to be here. We're going to run away from slavery. And we're going to go to a place where nobody will ever find us, because we're going to go to a place where no man is. Keep going.
That they might keep their statues, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrowed places of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood, till they were passed over. For through the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And then the same region is called Arsareth.
It's called what?
Arsareth?
Arsareth. So these people, the 10 tribes, went to this land called Arsareth. Why is that important? Because Arsareth is the land that Christopher Columbus identifies as America.
What do you mean by that? So what you're saying is the people who were in America when Christopher Columbus came were the Israelites? The Northern Kingdom?
This is the Jewish encyclopedia. Read Arsareth.
The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of men, in which the 10 tribes of Israel would dwell, observing the laws of Moses, until the time of restoration. Columbus identified America with this land.
This is a known fact. So, North, Central, and South America, he identified it as Arsareth. So now, your wheels are spinning. What are you thinking?
So the people who were in captivity from the Assyrians,
Right.
ran away from the Assyrians, and came to Arsareth, which is now called America.
Yes.
And Christopher Columbus found them here.
And he knew that they were who?
The Israelites.
Yes. So what does that mean about Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Mexicans, El Salvadorians, people from Honduras, people from all of those different North, Central, and South America? What does that mean that they are really the descendants from?
Of the Israelites.
Yes. People think because they were here for thousands of years, because they've been over here so long, that's where they were born at. That's where they were founded. No, they left the Middle East, came over here to get the hell away from over there. And they've been over here so long, they build mounds and pyramids and all of those things. Why? Because they were building them in the Middle East. They brought that over here. They planned on following the Lord, but they ended up doing what was in their hearts, which was following false gods. They had one God, but they brought the other gods down here with them. Right? So, what does that make you think about? Where else do you see that? People think that they're the Jews and they're not. People have been told that they were the Jews for so long and they're not. That's in the Bible too. when Christ was walking the earth, there was a woman at the well. She was a what?
Samaritan.
Ringing a bell? She said, our fathers built this well. Christ said, there's a time where the true worshipers will come and worship in this land, and your people won't. Why was he saying she wasn't a true worshiper?
Because her bloodline did not descend from the true worshipers.
How did she get in the land?
She was there from the Assyrians.
From the Syrian captivity. Same thing that's happening now. There's people in the land right now that got the land, but it doesn't mean that they're the people. You know who are the people? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because that's their land, and they've been scattered across the earth, and they're the people of God.